Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Before I get into the build of this Ulti Tank, I kind of want to show you what it could do. I did make a showcase video, but here's a snippet of a fight for veteran not Moongrave, but Moonhunter Keep. This boss right here, as you can see, we're dropping 6 Atronachs with 3 Oakensort DPS. I am the tank right there. I'm using a combination of sets and a mythic item to allow this to happen. And yes, we are double dropping, but that doesn't end there. We can also generate ultimate really quick and then give it right back to the group. As you can see here, everyone had just dropped their ultimate and the boss just died. And we'll give this a couple seconds to get to the next boss fight. I'm not going to cut it just to show you how fast they can get it. We're going to go ahead and fight Vicosa, and again, this is on veteran. We're going to show that they can drop their ultimate pretty much as the fight starts, and they're going to have their Atronachs up the entire fight. There's not going to be a single downtime for it. You can see them go down, desummon because of their durations run out, and then they'll be right back up. And there's several reasons why I chose a Nightblade tank, and the sets I used, and a combination of certain enchantments and traits and etc. And I'll get into that later, but let's go ahead and watch this so you can see kind of what this build does. This is my custom build. It's very fun, even though I'm not dropping the ultimates. Everybody in the group and anybody I've run with has it seems like it's put a smile on their face. And you know, I don't particularly care if it's meta. I more care about if it's fun to run and if it's effective, and by all means, this is tons of fun to run and it's really effective. And as you see there, I'm using double sword and board. That's just because that's my preference. I do prefer to use 2 sword and boards. I did change it up to tweak it a bit to use a staff with certain with skills and a monster set to help gain the ultimate. But this is my first iteration of it, and it has made a few changes, which again I'll go over once we go to the build section of it. And as you can see, those Atronachs have dropped, and then there's one going down because of the first ones, and you have the second ones right there. I'm trying to taunt everything because obviously there's a lot of junk going on right now. And as soon as they go down, so this first one went down, here's another one going down, and then they're going to come right back. There you go. And they're right back, and the boss is dead. Pretty quick. It's a lot of fun. Again, I don't know if it's meta, but it's what I like. Alright, so here we go. I picked the Nightblade because of this passive right here, Catalyst. Every time you drink a potion, you gain 20 ultimate. Now come into play later with the sets, and then I also picked it because of this skill, also Transfer, which is a ability you can use from the siphoning skill, and you'll just spam it and you'll get ultimate. The next one is going to be Elemental Susceptibility. That is also going to play a role in some of the sets we use. And as we scroll down here, we're going to see it's going to cause Burning Shield and status effects. Those are 3 effects all in one go. Here we're going to start with Baron Zeradus monster set. As you can see, applying a status effect, it's going to get a stack of ambition. Up to 3 stacks. When you get 3 stacks, you gain 4 ultimate. It's going to happen every 1 second. If you use this in combination with the Desho staff ability, Elemental Susceptibility, you can spam Elemental Susceptibility and gain 4 ultimate every 1 second. Now, it's a little trickier to do than said, but if you can manage it, you can spam the ultimate and get tons of ultimate back. You can then later share with your group. And we'll get to that in a second, but for now we're going to go to my primary bar. I did decide to run our cases on front bar, and I am running decisive on both weapons. But as far as which weapon is your front or back bar, it doesn't really matter. That is purely up to your preference. But as you can see, for our cases, when I drink a potion, me and 3 other group members will get 40 for ultimate. As a Nightblade, you'll get 64, stacking with that passive as a Nightblade when you drink a potion. And on my back bar here, I do have Drake's Rush, which gives major heroism to the rest of the group, granting 3 ultimate every 1.5 seconds, with a cooldown of 18 seconds. These 2 sets in combination with the Mythic we're going to go on to next helps immensely for your own ultimate generation, so that you can then give it to the rest of the group. Next, we're going to go to the Mythic I wear, which is called Crypt Cannon Investments. It is a light piece, so you are missing some of that resistance, but whenever you cast an ultimate, it gets split up between the remaining group members, spread equally. You also get minor heroism, which helps you also build ultimate. Now, these next few pieces aren't really important which ones they are, whether they're Drake's Rush or cases. What's most important are your 2 pieces of jewelry, which are going to have infused on it with reduced potion of cooldown made with the Kuda. I decided to keep them at purple because When it's gold, it'll be 8 seconds apiece, which will then reduce your cooldown by 29 to 229 seconds, not 30 seconds. And for me, as a tank, whenever I have a potion, I just want to drink it. I don't want to have to think about waiting a second before I drink a potion, so that way I can get Arcasis. This way I can just spam it as soon as it gets up. But also, because you're running Arcasis on your front bar or one of the bars, you're going to want to make sure you're on that bar, that weapon, before you actually drink a potion to activate Arcasis. Here I'm going from 0 ultimate to 500. Obviously, this is not a real dungeon or 4-man content, but it's just kind of give you an idea of how fast you can build up to 500 ultimate and then share it with the rest of the group. And if you can manage this, and even if you're not getting Baron Zeratus up all the way, 100% uptime, you will still have massive regeneration for the rest of the group and allow them to drop more ultimates faster and faster and faster. And as you can see, that took about 47 seconds. Here's a different one with another group. We do have one Sork, an Arcanist, and one Warden. This is also 3 DPS, 1 Tank, and Veteran Cooler Eerie. Here I can show you what I do when in a longer boss fight that's a bit more drawn out. As you can see, I'm using Elemental Susceptibility to activate Baron Zeratus as much as I can. When there are no ads, you'll actually see me use Siphoning Leashing Strikes or Siphoning Strikes. I forget which one I morphed it to. But casting that, even when there's no ads, as long as you're in combat, you're going to go ahead and generate ultimate, which is one of the reasons I did pick Nightblade to run. A few things I do need to change about this build is changing some of the traits to sturdy, because that block cost is a little high right now. And the Mundustone I am running is a lady, which gives me the extra weapon and spell resistance, which offsets the need to having a heavy chest piece, because I'm Crypt Canning is a light piece of armor. Well, that's what I got for my Nightblade Ulti Tank generator. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, this is just what I prefer to play. I don't particularly care if it's meta, as long as it's fun, and by all means, it's a ton of fun. You can also use the same build on other classes. Necromancers work fine, Wardens work fine. I just personally feel it's better on Nightblade for that drinking potion passive that Nightblades have, which stacks with Arcasis. You can also be a Nord for faster ultimate regeneration for yourself to share, but I just play as Khajiit because that's just my preference. If you do run this build with other classes that have low costing ultimates, they can essentially spam it nonstop. You can give them so much back so quick, it's ridiculous. And I hope you do enjoy this build as much as I do if you do decide to build it. And if you guys got some crazy off the wall build, some experimental build, you're not sure if it works well, let's try it. Let me know, hit me up. Broken Soldier 1 on PS5, PlayStation. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Let's go out there and have some fun and get this done. Thanks everyone for watching my very first build video here on Elder Scrolls Online, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do.